Hi, this is Dr. S and welcome to video 12 in my series on aromatic chemistry for OCR A-level. In this video we'll look at the reactions of phenols. So we'll start with the reaction of phenol itself with bromine. Now if you remember from previous videos, benzene does not react with bromine very readily. You need a halogen carrier in order for that to react. However, phenol is actually more reactive than benzene for reasons that we'll come to in the next video. So phenol will react readily with bromine to produce this compound. So if we name that, the phenols here, we've got 3 bromos on 2, 4 and 6. So 2, 4, 6 tri-bromo-phenol. And what you'll also need to know for the OCR spec is that this is a white precipitate. During that reaction we also produce some HBr, which means we need 3 bromines to balance that up. Because phenol is more reactive than benzene, it also reacts with nitric acid. So if you remember, when we were looking at benzene, in order to nitrate it, we needed concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid as a catalyst. This actually reacts with dilute nitric acid. This produces 2 different products. It produces this product. So that is 2-nitrophenol. And it also produces go up a little bit. 4-nitrophenol. And there's no way of controlling which one we make. So you make a mixture of those 2 things. In each case, it also produces a water. Okay, so 2 examples of reactions where phenol is more reactive than benzene. Another type of reaction you'll have to look at is the fact that phenol is a weak acid. So by weak acid, if you remember from year 12, a weak acid will partially dissociate. So by having an equilibrium arrow there, it will partially dissociate into this, which is called the phenoxide ion, and a proton, an H+ ion. What that means, it will react with strong bases. Now what's interesting here is that because this is a very weak acid, you can tell the difference between a phenol and a carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acids are weak acids, but they will react with weak bases. So we should have seen in year 12 that a test for a carboxylic acid might be reacted with sodium carbonate, a weak base, and you see carbon dioxide bubbling. Phenol is so weak it won't even react with sodium carbonate. So that's a good differential test between carboxylic acids and phenols. However, phenols will react with strong bases. So a good example of a strong base would be sodium hydroxide. So phenol will react with sodium hydroxide to make the salt, which is this, and water. So the salt here would be called sodium phenoxide. Okay. Now actually, because it's a really weak acid, you can safely react this with sodium itself. You wouldn't react sodium with other acids, but you can react this with sodium. Again, to form the same salt, but this time produce hydrogen gas. Okay, so there are some reactions of phenols that you need to know for the OCR specification. As I said earlier, phenols are more reactive than benzenes and that's what we'll investigate in the next video. Okay, I'll see you then.